my scratch, bitch. I'm by my scratch, I'm by my scratch. I'm by my money like a scratch off, like junkies to a crack house, like Big Mac need his mix. Play with me, I blow your back off. By my scratch, bitch. I'm by my scratch, I'm by my scratch, I'm by my scratch, bitch. I'm by my scratch, I'm by my scratch. Of course I'm about the paper. Welcome back to another edition of Clickbait Media TV. I'm your host, Rob Caesar, baby. And if this is your first time here, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So whenever I post, you will know that I am here. Now, if you can tell by now, this story is called $1 Million Maybe. Not baby, but maybe. Because there was a woman who looked into her brokerage account and found that she was a millionaire, and the bank wants her to give the money back, and she refused, so now they want to charge her with theft. But right now, we're gonna get into this news clip, then I want to come back and break it down, and maybe we can learn something from this, all of us.
For night courts, asking the question, what would you do if you checked your bank account and suddenly found out you were a millionaire? That happened to a former Louisiana sheriff's dispatcher, and instead of notifying the bank, well, she quickly moved the cash into another account, used it to buy a home and an SUV. Kellen Spadoni, who you see here, was arrested for theft, and tonight is facing a lawsuit from Charles Schwab after she ignored several of their attempts, they say, to contact her and get the money back. Night court is now in session with civil rights attorney Robert Patillo and criminal defense attorney Brian Claypool. Welcome to you both.
Thanks, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
Let's start here with Exhibit A. On February 23rd, Schwab meant to transfer $82.56 into a Fidelity brokerage account, services account, but the company instead transferred $1,205,619, court records said. So, Robert, is their mistake?
Is their mistake, but that does not mean you have a legal right to that amount of money. Even best case scenario, if you were able to keep it, good luck explaining to the IRS where $1.2 million came from and paying the taxes on that. This is no different than finding someone's wallet and deciding to keep it when they ask for it back. Or if a Brinks truck accidentally dropped money off at your door, it does not mean that you are legally entitled to it. There's legal precedents on it where people back in the old days would cash those Publishers Clearinghouse checks that came to your house and occasionally bank to allow the transaction to go through, but then later on when they figured out the funds were not there, they would reverse it. So though I understand that most people don't have sympathy for big banks in situations like this, you don't have a legal right to it, and you're going to end up getting in more trouble than it's worth.
It sounds like she is right now, innocent until proven guilty, but facing a lot of charges. Exhibit B, then, we go to. The company argues in its lawsuit that Spadoni's account contract with Schwab, now this came from the Charles Schwab account, includes an agreement that if a client receives an overpayment of funds, the client is required to return the full amount. Brian.
Well, Shannon, first thing I'm going to do in the morning, I'm running over to Charles Schwab. I'm setting up my account there, and then fingers crossed, I get $1 million. Anyway, all kidding aside, last time I checked, we have a criminal court of law, not a moral court of law. And morally, this woman is incorrect, and she should do the right thing and transfer the money back. But the law is on her side, believe it or not, and I think it's going to trump that agreement that she signed, that she probably didn't even know what she signed, probably didn't even know what she read. But real quick, theft, felony theft is the charge. That means that this woman had to deprive money of someone else without their consent. Charles Schwab sent her the money, so that charge is going to get dropped. The last charge against her is bank wire fraud. Again, she has to show an intent to deprive Charles Schwab of money. Last time I checked, Charles Schwab made a mistake and sent the money to her. So in the real world, she might walk free and she might have $1.2 million, and she might have a wrongful termination case against the sheriff's department for firing her. They shouldn't have done that.
Well, she's got a world of trouble to fight her way out of now. I mean, Brian, maybe she'll call you up. You are the defense attorney of all defense attorneys. You've made your case. Robert has made his. And we're told, by the way, detectives have been able to get back about 75% of the money. So maybe there'll be some goodwill there. I don't know. Robert and Brian, thank you for your very effective lawyering. We'll leave it to the folks at home tonight. Use the hashtag NightCourt and tweet us at Fox News Night or at Shannon Bream. Let us know how you would rule. Gentlemen, thank you.
All right. So right now, the question is for all of y'all,
What would you do if you went into your account and seen 1.2 million? Now, let's mind you, this is no ordinary bank account. This is a brokerage account. All right. So this is no regular bank account. All right. So for all y'all that do not know what a brokerage account is, let me just take the time to explain to y'all. Because according to Forbes, a brokerage account is an account that deals in stocks, bonds, exchanges and trades, and all other things that have to deal with the stock market. So you can easily lose money in this brokerage account, or you can gain money in this brokerage account. And depending on how you set it up, you can sell and trade with this brokerage account. So to me, I believe they will have to first prove that they made a mistake. Because I'm pretty sure if she'd have invested 1.2 and then their brokerage account would have took a dive, they wouldn't have had no moral support in telling her, we're going to give your money back. And then they want to charge her. You seen the white defense attorney that said he's going to cross his fingers. He's going to run over there. Morally, yeah, she should give it back. But to me, I think they should prove that they actually made. Who the fuck accidentally transfers $1.something million? And it seemed that they didn't notice it was gone until she transferred the money out of her account. That's when they wanted to get it back. They looked and said, oh man, who took $1.something million away from us? Oh no, she wasn't supposed to have that. So now they want to go to the contract of what she signed and say, if you were overpaid, you got to give it back. So that has to put thing as, you have to have proof of an overpayment. Now, yeah, the black guy said, hey, you know, it's not right. You should give the money back. The white guy said he's going to cross his fingers. He's going to go over to open account and cross his fingers because the law is on her side. Morally, she should give it back. Moral, that just means knowing between right and wrong if you have morals. Oh, you know what's right, you know what's wrong. But this $1.2 million, this woman done went and bought a house and a new car. She thinks she's the jackpot. That's just like if I go get a scratch off. And I go scratch this motherfucker off and I hit the goddamn jackpot. But then I go up there and your scanner say, dude, is not a winner. But the ticket says I'm a winner. And y'all gonna tell me you can't get it because the machine malfunction? It wasn't supposed to print these numbers out? Come on. Same thing, I put my money into these stocks and bonds and this brokerage. And if I hit a meal, come on, everybody know. See, when you're in the stock, you buy low and sell high. So if I hit this mud and I'm high, man, you better get out while you in. That's how the stocks work. Stocks, bonds, and whatever. Ain't no telling what she had invested in these stocks and bonds. But anyway, she should have, even if she got, man, she deserved damages, anything, man. I thought I just want, man, come on, man. That's like your heart dropping, like, oh, man, I just hit $1 million. Whoa, man, it is right, like, come on, bro. Shit, I got happy goddamn just to win $100. But come on. Now you telling me to give it back? And prove to me that I wasn't supposed to get it. I'm going to fight you to the end. Like the defense attorney said, the law is on my side, and now they're going to have to prove to me that I wasn't supposed to get this money. Because if I had this invested in a brokerage account, planning on one day I might hit, even if I did hit, you know, I don't matter what she had, I'm telling what she had going on with her brokerage account. You have to prove that they just not really just telling you. They having you thinking that it's a regular bank account and it was a regular. Come on, if you dealing with stocks and bonds and anything in it, ain't no telling, man. If you hit it, man, I'd have took it out too, because the next day you could have been gone. That's what you do when you sell and trade. Buy low, you sell high. Shoot, when it was there, I hit that. I hit. But let me know what y'all think. I'm your host, Rob Caesar, baby. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'm up out of here. Peace.
I'm by my scratch, bitch. I'm by my scratch. I'm by